All right, so we got 22 Magnum right here, and then we got a 22 long rifle. So as far as the comparison, it kind of varies on the guns. It's more guns chambered in 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum. I think Smith & Wesson got a 22 Magnum. You got the Kel-Tec PMR 30, and you got this Walther WMP. It might be a few other models. I'm gonna get less recoil out of the 22 long rifle all day. Bullet comparison size. This is the 22 right here, and then the 22 Magnum. So the bullets is about the same size. It's just the powder. So get a close up on those two. This is like the most basic ones you can get. So more powder in the Magnum. So you can get subsonic ammo in here, and there's a whole bunch of different other types of ammo. You can get a 40 grain, 45, 36. The most common is the 40 grain. Stuff like this. You can get this ammo in big buckets. This is 36 grain. Feet per second out of this is 1220. They got some super, no, 1280. Leaving the muzzle 1280. So they got some super fast 22 long rifle. Right here is the Total Metal jackets. So they do have Total Metal jackets. They don't make Total Metal jackets in 22 long rifle, not that I know of. But CCI with the 22 Magnum is kind of the way you want to go. They make some, you know, got some pretty good ammo. This stuff is traveling 1875. So with the Magnum, you're definitely getting more feet per second out of the Magnum, and then the 22. Less recoil out of here. So if you recoil sensitive, 22 would be best. 22s usually, not all of them, but like this one gives you 20 rounds. And they make a 25 round magazine. The Taurus TX 22 got a high capacity. The FN is 15, the 502. I think the Glock is like 10 or 15. With the Magnum, you're only getting 15 rounds. This gun is a lot larger. It's like full size. So you can see the length is longer. The width is about the same, but the grip is longer also. Wider grip due to the round being bigger. And it's just a bigger gun, period. So it's like the PDP in 9mm full size. That's pretty much what this gun is modeled after. And this one is pretty much modeled after, I want to say, I was thinking 320, but I feel like a 365, a full size 365. That's what it feel like in hand with this. So another thing is you're going to get a big flash. The 22 Magnum is louder, bigger flash, like this thing throw fireballs out. This is going to be a lot quieter, not so much of a flash. Cost wise, way cheaper. 22 Magnum, like 50 rounds of 22 Magnum will cost you about probably about $15. Between where you, depending on where you get it from, I'm gonna just say $10 to $15 depending on the type and where you get it from. 50 rounds of 22 long rifle gonna run you maybe $2 to $3, $2 to $4 depending on what style and what you get. So like I said, subsonic come in this. I haven't seen subsonic in 22 Magnum, but they do make this gun with a threaded barrel. I have suppressed this. When you get a suppressor, you can run both of these. They both can go through it, no issue. This stuff leaves a yellow, like yellow powder behind. This 22, just dirty, you know, just regular dirty. But I noticed this 22 Magnum leaves a lot of this yellow build up in the gun. Both rimfire ammunition, but I felt like I've got more hiccups out of 22 Magnum than 22 long rifle. Like every now and then you may get a dud round of 22, especially in a bucket like this. You might get a little dud here and there, but I've had a lot of the bulk pack on the 22 Magnum. I've had a lot of rounds be like duds or smashed in or just not well put together. So the CCI is definitely one of the choices. They make CCI for 22 also. But for me personally, if I was to have to choose, I like the 22 Magnum because of the more power. I mean, you're getting 15 rounds, carry another mag. This gun did come with 2 mags. So if it was me, if I had to choose between the two, I'm gonna go with the 22 Magnum. I feel like it got a little more kick. They make personal defense ammunition for this gun also. So I feel like it can do a little more than the 22. And we shot both of these calibers in rifle, a 16-inch rifle, 16-inch barrel, and the 22 Magnum outperformed the 22 long rifle. So that's also a plus. So yeah, on this thing right here, out of a rifle, we shot 22 Magnum, 17 HMR, 22, and 22 long rifle. So you can see the 22 long rifle just put a dent. It's a nice size dent, but you see that 22 Magnum went through. So we're gonna, this how thick this metal was. So we're gonna do this again with the pistol, but this was with a 16-inch barrel, and you see the 17 HMR, which is a lighter round, and they're like 17 grains and 20 grains and 22 lighter bullet, but it's moving so fast. It left a nice clean hole. The Magnum, the hole wasn't so clean, but that 17 HMR left a super clean hole. So I can only imagine probably somebody will come up with a, if they don't already, but something like this in 17 HMR that can fit 20, 22 rounds or whatever, you know, a 17 HMR, any platform, I think that'd be nice too. They moving super fast. But a lot of people like to compare the 22 Magnum with the 5.7, saying it's got about the same, you know, ballistics to it. I don't know. If I was to carry a 22 caliber gun, I'm gonna probably go with the Magnum for me. But if you recoil sensitive, I will go with a 22 because the recoil is barely anything. You'll get more out of the round, out of the ballistics of the round. So these are just total metal jackets. They do have hollow points. They got VMAX rounds. They got a lot of different type of rounds. Same with the 22. I don't think 22 make VMAX rounds though. I didn't see any of those. They might, but I didn't see it. But most of theirs is just the lead, or they'll put copper over it. But that's what most of the 22s is made like that. Yeah, so we'll definitely do a retest on that. I got some super fast 22, and we'll see if it can penetrate this metal. And then we got the 22 Magnum. So. Check those later. That thing.
I see your motivation, I see your movement is in effect, and I fucking love that shit. Let's get it.